Alexa, what date is it?
It's Monday the 1st of April. By the way, I can notify you when there's rain expected in your area. Would you like me to do that?
No. Okay, you can see that, folks. There's the building. I've not zoomed in yet. You can see the light with the creature beast that's shining the laser pen underneath it. You can see them moving around. That's creature beast. You can see it flashing. Moving along now. Okay, I've not zoomed in. There's the building opposite. Oops, daisy. Anyway, you can see the building opposite. I'm going to zoom in. See the creature beast's laser pen. So that one moving around, you can see it's a laser. Okay, that's not, and it's moving towards the consciousness circle. Say that's not anything to do with me. That's the creature beast. Okay. That one there, that's still. Oh, that's my family. Hi, family. See it fly. See, it just changed. The phone's trying to focus. But you can see it change. Zoom in some more. So the maximum zoom into. That's the one. See it moving around, changing around, doing its thing. That's the only one I can see in the skyline for now. Go back to near normal. There you go, you see the creature beast moving the laser pens near it. Now, I'm going to try to give you the location of the creature beast, okay? So this line of flats, it's sort of in a square, okay? So we've got the Pisshead at number 2, Kate, whatever her name is, Pisshead. You've got the coon upstairs from me at number 8, the set 8 for the Pisshead. Pisshead's at number 2. Coon upstairs is at number 8. There's creatures at number 10, and on the last, oh, there's a flying one right up there, I won't get it, and the last set of flats are surrounded. So this is consciously done, folks. Like when I was at Lie, they moved the creatures in. Okay, some was there already, some of them are racist. If you know the story about targeting, you know that the sex offender, the rapist and the racist were already in the block, and they just placed me there. Derby Council, Derby Homes are aware of this. They've got the recordings, so aware of this, and some more as well. So number 7 and number 11 and blah blah blah. I'll give you a rundown one day. I'll give you a sort of point out the flats and where they are, and the beastie who lives there. And look at number 3. And at number 1, the child molested. But can you see, it's got to be somebody in this line of flats, I'm thinking, in my head, with a laser pen, and that's the one that's shining sort of lights that you can see to the right hand side of this one here. So that one there, focus, that's the genuine consciousness circle. There's craft flying up a bit. Let me just go back to normal. Can you see it? It's gone past it. Okay, it was right above. There, can you see it vaguely flashing? Okay, that is a craft. That's not the creature beast. That's a craft flying across the sky. Zoomed in. See it. Go back to normal. Back to normal. Okay, so you know where they are. I'm going to point out. Oh yeah, it's quite slow actually, and quite low down in the skyline. It's still flying. See if we can get it through the trees. No. Okay. So I've got recordings of the creature beast saying about the admitting about the UFOs, and everybody laughs at you when you talk to UFOs. And I must have told you before about the Haiti. Okay, I told you previously that from the very beginning, nobody has acknowledged the UFOs. And when I mean nobody, I mean nobody at the council, anybody, the Haiti. The mental health assessment had, there's like, where are these lights? Do you mean there's lights on people's houses? Are you looking at the lights on people's houses? Some bollocks like that. I'm going to show you all the interviews. So I'm going to have a recording with this. And the creature is going. Everybody laughs at you when you talk to UFOs, and why don't you ask them different questions, and blah, 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 and there's no such thing as God, and all loads. And the latest one, because this is what I've told you before, folks. This is what their belief. This is the Freemasons. This is the church. This is everybody involved in this parasitic program. So they believe that sex offenders, child molesters, they're doing a natural order of the earth. That's a natural order of the earth. Okay. But on this one, I'm going to post this one late so I can record, so I can list the things that these creature beasts have said. My phone's trying to focus. So it's sliding in and out. I've just moved my hand, that's why. I leaned on the radiator. Okay. But you can see the difference in their actions between my family. It's going in and out, zooming in as much as I can, and then changing colours. And the creature beast in the spray of flats or whether it was shining a light. There's going to be more of this as well. There's going to be more creatures shining lights. Oh, there's one over there as well. I might come back later. Show you the one over there. Okay. Sorry, I'm not focused. Get focused. So yeah. So my phone's coming in and out of focus. See if I can lean. Oh, there you go. That's better. I didn't think of that earlier. So you can see that one where it is. See my windows, condensation. That building. The lights have gone off. So I'm gonna one more time. Okay, that is a consciousness circle. So like this is going to be late. Normally I post them on the same evenings, right? Because the creature beasts have put their thing in to play, the laser torch or circle or whatever they're using. I'm going to list the things they've said, especially about to do with natural order of things, about child molestation being a natural order, that there's no God, etc. And why don't you join us? Shit like that. And why don't you ask the questions, ask different questions? On the next series, folks, I'm going to ask, because I know they hate this, is there a creator? Is there a God? Because they keep saying there's no God, and this is their cop out. I've told you this, I've been through this before, but because the creature beast, I've brought it up again, and it's a right head fuck to them. I'm going to keep saying it. So the flashing. Remember, it's the top one, not the bottom one. So I'm going to put the question to the creators, these beings, if there is a God, if there is a creator. I don't use the term God. See, this is happening. I'm going to ask them if there's a creator. And about this programme filled with child molesters and rapists. And how the police, Dudley Council, Derby City Homes, Derby Council will work with them. Literally work with them, because they think the chaos theory. Everyone knows chaos theory and the Big Bang theory, that there's no creator, you can do what you want. and there's no comeback. That's their belief. So that's why there's child molesters, and this programme's happening, and there's wars. They take no accountability for their actions whatsoever. Look at that up and going. I've not even asked the questions yet. How's it going? Ask the questions properly, but I'll do it another time. Hey family, yes. I might do it later. So this one, like I say, I'm going to get going now. I'm going to zoom down to know where I am. So that's where it is. Zoom down. So I'm going to ask them if there's a next time. That next time could be later. If there's a God, if there's a creator, everything that the creature beasts have thrown at me about child molestation, to the creators, to God, wherever you name your God, that's such a violations of humanity, of humans. That's why it's ripe in communities. That's why the Catholic Church and priests and religious sects are not punished. That's why our royal family give MBEs and MBEs, is it another one? I forgot what it's called. To decade, all sorts to that's why the royal family, the British royal family, give MBEs and OBEs to paedophiles and sex offenders that have been committed crimes decades. That's why the Church of England won't investigate child sexual abuse, and they fuck up their investigations, and then they turn around and say the best kisses ever had was when it was a 13-year-old boy in the boys' toilets. This is the head of the Church of England, folks. This is now. Go back and read. Don't take my word for things I'm saying. Okay. So in the USA, got one president that grabs a woman by the pussy, and one of them, the latest, who likes to touch young girls publicly. In public, embarrassing, inappropriate touching. Okay. There's a reason why it's all happening now, and it's a reason why it's all in our face. There's a craft flying. See it? See me? And the reason why, oh, here we go. I get really excited. Okay, that is a craft line. Across the sky line, I've lost it. Oh, did I go too far? I think I've lost it. So that's the original conscious circle, and that's the reason why you're going to see the creatures talking about UFOs, and I've got recordings of them talking about UFOs. You're going to see the lights on. All of a sudden it's going to become like Christmas around here. Everybody's going to start putting the lights on. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. But that's the reason it's not talked about in the papers. That's the reason it's not acknowledged at all, because it's linked to the creator. There's three consciousness circles around, because this is linked to the creator. What they're doing is not. You will never ever have a Freemason involved in this. Okay, you'll never have anybody from the Church of England involved in this. I mean from the Church of England, I mean from the institution itself. I'm not talking about Christians or somebody that says that they're Christian, or Buddhist or a Muslim. You could have people that follow a faith, but are true-hearted and truly follow a faith, that will have this level of contact. I'm talking about the main guys, the main people, and it's normally these guys, that are involved in these organisations. Like I say, scratch out Freemasons will never, ever, ever be involved in this, okay? Will never have contact with this. And if you look at your local councillors, your local MPs, and the head of them, you'll find most of them are involved in Freemasonry. Is that correct, family? Okay, and when they say to me, join us, and blah blah blah, and why don't you ask questions to do with this X, Y or Z. If I was to suddenly stop having contact, you will know. I won't have contact for the rest of my life, but you will know that the creatures have taken me over. But I will never, because I hate them. Each time they do something, they think it breaks me, but it doesn't, because it's such against, their actions are rancid. They're against humanity. This program is rancid. It's against humanity. That the actions of prime ministers and world leaders, elected or not, it's against the natural order of God, of the earth. They follow demons. I keep saying that. Okay, insectoids, greys, and it's not to call these conspiracy theorists on the internet will say, oh, it's to death, it's to kill society. It's not. It's to bring down the vibrations of society, because the world is changing to such an extent. Vibrations are coming in. I don't know if I can find the audio where the creature beast is saying the energies are coming into me, and one of the creature beasts is saying to another. And the creature beasts, I named them. These are the local dregs, these are the local pissheads, these are the local racists, these are the local sex offenders. They're not highly trained police officers or MI5 officers. These are the dregs, okay, that they've recruited into this, and let's sort of put around you or move you to an area that's full of them, like this area. Okay, so, and but there's people, anyone you can think of in society that will have contact with the general public. So jobs, postmen, post people, delivery drivers. I've said this previously. Anyone that you can think, any profession that you think where their contact is with the public, if they can get somebody involved in that, like the medical profession is so involved, it's unreal. Anyway, I'm going off tangent. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to post things probably tomorrow now when I've got the link. Might come back later on because there's quite a few about. Oh yeah, and housing managers, local authorities, employees, especially to do with housing, and social behaviour, they're involved, and it's like a piss take. Everything their job title says that they should do, they do the very opposite. It's a piss take. When the local police officers are involved, supposed to protect people regarding sex offenders and not work with them. It's very opposite. They will work with sex offenders. They will work, and fully knowing their full history, that the paedophiles or rapists, like in my case, they knew it's got a history of violence towards women. They had a history of rape. They had conviction for rape. Okay, Paul Burgess, going off tangent here. But yeah, so they worked with him. They knew that from the very beginning. When I reported being stalked, they knew that. When I reported the racist death threats, the hate crimes, they all knew this and left me in that flat thinking I'd break, thinking I'd crack. And because they're part of this program, this parasitic program, where they're trying to bring society to break down the very fabric of society. This is what it's all about. Okay, so if they can't recruit you to be like one of them, they will try to break you in that way to recruit you. Okay, and they're doing it now because I keep saying the natural order of what's happening now, the solar system, the energies are coming in, that we are linked to our clan, we are linked to the creator, God, whatever term you use, we are linked to that, and that's coming into the earth now. Okay, everybody's having, every human I should say, because there's another post I want to do. I want to say there's a tiny percentage of these creatures, of these people, inverted commas, on earth that have not been created. Their DNA was never created on earth. They are not part of the creator's plan. They've never have been, and it's only a tiny percentage of the DNA frequency on earth. There's another craft. zoom in. Is it flying upwards? The glasses are askew. Oh, it's flying upwards, it's gone now. Anyway, yeah, so there's a tiny, and it's always been this way in this civilization, that there's a tiny, very tiny percentage of the DNA that's on this earth that was never created, that has no link to the creator, to God. Okay? And all you've got to do is look back on history. But I'll go into that another time. Yeah, so that, and they reward them with money, and then you can continue to rape that child. You can have as much gold as you want, as much women as you want, but as rich as you want. And this is the reward. And there's another craft. What was it, the one I was looking at? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm going off of one. So yeah, I'm going to post this late, so I'm going to show you that, so you can hear for yourself the links. Where they say about the questions they ask, where they say that child molesters are following the natural order of the world. Join us. Everybody laughs at you when you talk to the UFOs. This is what I mean. And it's so pathetic that it's quite funny. This is what I mean. They are not clever, but because what they do is so inhumane, and so they're the dregs of society. It's quite pathetic what they think will break you, and because they have mentioned right from the very beginning infant rape, adult rape, and they've continued that through over the years. Let be murdering and torturing those babies. That's their they get a kick out of it. Anybody that does something against humanity, especially such a mass scale, they love. There's another flying craft. Here we go. You see it? They seem to be flying upwards. Yeah, there seems to be flying upwards, folks, don't they? I think I missed the first one flying up. Hi, family. Okay. Oh, back to the original. Oh, I do actually get really excited when I see them flying. You think I get used to it by now? Yeah. So I'm trembling on. I can't even say the words. There's another one flying upwards as well. I don't think you get it. There's quite a few of them flying about. This one's really fast. Don't know if the camera pick it all. I'm trying it in the right direction. There's loads of them flying. That one's quite speedy. I might get it on camera. Right, it's towards the upper end. Okay, that's the original one I was pointing at. So yeah, so you're gonna you've seen them with the laser pens, pointer pens. You're gonna hear them in the audio. That I'm gonna put in link to this. How to say about ask different questions and blah blah blah, and join us and etc etc. Okay, so for now, folks, thank you, family. Thank you. You can see it flashing away. And what have I said, folks, when it's flashing like that? It's a response to my questions. From what I said. Oh, the lights being back on in that building. Woohoo! But yeah, it's going to be light. It's going to be like a Christmas tree around here. It is. Really. It's for the councillors to acknowledge this is happening, for anybody in authority to acknowledge this is happening. First, you've got to acknowledge that it's happening. That's one. What they are, and then who it's happening to, me, and it's happening to somebody that they've purposely, actively involved in targeting, and they've used sex and race as their centre core of the targeting programme is sex and race and control and fear. Anyway, for now, this has been a shit show, this fucking thing, guys, hasn't it? I don't know if I'm rambling on, but I think I am. So I'm going to break it down. One last view. I can't see any more flying craft. And then I'm going to, like I say, normally it's the same night. I post them, but it's going to be tomorrow now. So I'm going to get the other recordings, the other audios of them saying shit, and then link it to this. I could do it tonight, but bloody hell. So Alexa, one more time. What date is it?
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Alexa, what date is it?
It's Monday the 1st of April.
And Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 9:08 p.m.
Woohoo! Is it 9:08? Yes, clock's gone forward. Okay, folks, for now, bye. Thank you, family. And wait till you see these creatures. I was going to go into more details. I'm going to come on camera and go into more details. What these creatures, these dregs of society are like. Because there's going to be something, people that work with these, close to these people, creatures, creature beasts, let's call them, will know there's a shift in their energy. They are not linked to humanity, they are not linked to the earth, and you're going to notice the shift. You're going to notice when they change, when they've sort of like joined the parasites and the sex offenders and the racists. You're going to notice a shift in their energy. So either a family member or a work colleague, you'll notice a shift, okay? Because they're not linked to earth. They've got darkness around them, literally like a tunnel, a funnel of darkness. Quite a thing to see. I'm not even talking about the entities and the insectoids on them, like on Bennett and Cunt Kennedy. It's quite a thing to see. Isn't that right, family? But I'm just going off now, so yeah, I'm just going off on one. So for now, I'm going to ask proper questions at another time, and the questions I'm going to start with is like, is there a curator? Okay. Is there a God? Have these beasts, everyone involved in the targeting program, every Freemason on this earth, because it's linked to the, I don't know what they've done, Freemasons, I don't know what they've done, but they've done something to do with their order that's pissed higher beings off. So that's why they're targeted, and because just the twisted and converted things like now going to that another time. Yeah, so the twisted things to do with humanity to fit their demonic leanings. So every Freemason will have an entity attachment, every Freemason on this earth. That's what I said a few years ago, and I keep banging on about it. If you're a Freemason, leave. Don't even say, I'm going to leave, I'm going to wait until my annual membership has expired, I'm going to leave, do it now. Every housing manager that I've come in contact with has got an entity attachment. Every housing manager, is that correct, family? Do your thing. From Matthew Cartwright, where this all started from, where it was shagging the old bitch that was partner to Paul Burgess. This is what mean folks, it's sexual deviance as part of his job. He used to go and shag her every now and again, same with police officers. They will target, they will recruit the very dregs, the very immoral creatures in society. People with no moral compass, just interested in their self, that operate at a very basic level, But I'll go into that another time, more detail. But yeah, so every housing manager that I've ever come across that's to do with this, has an entity attachment. Every Freemason has an entity attachment. So family. And I've said previously regarding the Freemasons, go back to the post, Lee, if you're a Freemason and you do honestly believe in a creator, believe in a God, whatever you call it, your Beastmaster won't tell you right at the beginning they don't believe in a God. Now that they've fucking outed themselves, and that's why I want to put it in there, that they don't believe in God. But at the beginning, to get you in, to get you under control, they won't tell you that there is no God. That's their belief system. They won't tell you the natural order of things is to cause pain and suffering to humanity. They won't tell you that, but it is. And as long as they don't admit full responsibility, they think that's okay. There's a like a loophole in their thinking. So if they say, if you like the New Age community and the church and the various religions, that your suffering is linked to who you are and it's all been preordained, that's loads of bollocks. That is such a load of bollocks. Okay, victims are not linked to your abusers, but they want you to believe that, want you to take it in, so you absorb some of the responsibility of what's happened to you, instead of fighting back and going, no, you dirty little fucker bastard, and start fighting in whichever way, smite them. Okay. And sex offenders, I've told you this previously, I think the thing's going to run out. Every sex offender, every serial sex offender, every child molester has got an entity attachment. So if you want to hate a group of people, if that's your thinking, if that's the way you want to get on, if you want to know who's got entity attachment, just look at the nearest sex offender, just look at the nearest child molester. Every sex offender, I'm going to repeat this, get my family, and I've said this previously as well, has got entity attachments. That's why there's so many in this programme. Whether it's against infants, children or adults. Is that right, family? That's why there's so many, and that's why they're protected by people who apparently work for victims. Okay, I've said previously it's about 7% of people have heard comments. I think there's more. Now I've moved to Derby, I know that there's more, especially in their job title, hide behind their job title. So people wouldn't think, oh God, they're a rapist, they're a child molester. No, they wouldn't do that because their job is to protect people. But 70% in the targeting programme have got sexual deviance in some way. Either they know sex offenders are still active and allowing them to be still active, okay, like in my case, or they're sex offenders themselves and they've told and they believe the hype that if they rape a child, you know, follow their lust, because there's no comeback, there's no God, so they do. Okay, whatever that lust is, whatever that desire is, so they do. And the people around them, because it's such a large group, and you know the sort of psychological impact of a larger group, that the larger the group, it lessens their impact, lessens their shame, because that person there's doing it, that mayor's doing it. Why can't I do it? Senior police officer said it's okay. Why can't I do it? You know, it sort of absolves them of the moral compass, of having a moral compass about what they're doing, about what they're involved in. So every sex offender, every child molester will have an entity attachment and is not part of or connected to the creators or God. And we've even said this about Burgess, about the reason why he's a rapist is because he believed that there's no God, so that's why he's getting away with it. That's why he stalked me for years. I put that in as well. And every housing manager that I've come to contact, every police officer, every health professional is aware of that. And because it's such the part of a parasitic group, part of the system, they believe it's okay. If it's one or two of them, they might go with it to police, because the police is involved, because there's mayors and there's MPs and local councillors and blah blah blah, and media types are involved. It absolves them of any moral responsibility of their humanity. It strips them of their humanity. So I can do this. My boss knows I'm doing this. We're going to have a right laugh when you get the reactions of the people that we're targeting. We're going to laugh about it. We're going to plan to them to do this, and then they're going to react like that, and we'll have a right laugh. And this is all to do with a lowering of the Earth's and humans' positive energetic frequency. This is all happening to lower the energetic frequency of the Earth, because this is what's happening now. More people are feeling the energy's coming in, so to lower that frequency, they want people to be anxious. It's not necessarily to cause wars, which we will have a third world war, but that's another time. I'll go into that another later. But on a day-to-day basis, to lower the frequency, to cause anxiety, as much anxiety as possible, so you don't link to your heart, you don't link to your creator. You're too anxious, you're too scared. So that's so sad. You know, I should word this. I've had this discussion before, folks, haven't I? Where I should put a question out, wait for a response. But like I say, another time. But this is just me ranting. And you know what's said when my family flashes? It's a response to questions. And when they don't flash, go back and look at my post where I've just recorded them and they've been still. And what I said about flashing is to confirm it, and they can move side to side, or not flash at all. When I've said something they don't believe to be true, or it's incorrect, or word something incorrectly. Okay, this has been quite a long post with bollocks and talk. Okay, like I say, there's quite a few about. Hi family, so I might come back later on and film some more. But on this post, I think it's the first, I'll post it on the 2nd. Okay, folks, for now. Thank you, family. Thank you. I'm really glad the Creature Beast did that thing with a laser pen. I was going to ask straight away, just the God questions. Is there a creator? Is there a God? And it doesn't, they're thinking, I want people to think about this. What they're saying doesn't make sense. Okay, so the Big Bang Theory, you could go with that theory. It's a theory. The chaos theory, or you could do with the evolution. That's everything that we've learned in this civilization has been put in place by parasitic beings. Everything. So you have to start thinking from scratch. This is not meant to be happening, folks, is it? Really? A black woman in fucking the middle of a town having this contact with UFOs, it's not meant to be happening. It goes against everything that they've said. I'm not meant to have contact or be able to speak to the moon, in inverted commas, and the moon to respond back. It's not meant to be happening. It shouldn't happen. And they deny this is happening. The people, the parasitic creature beast, will deny this is happening. And this is why I've said originally from the beginning, it will be ordinary people who have this contact. It won't be the heads of churches, it won't be Freemasons, it won't be royal families, it won't be anyone high, it won't be anybody in the media. Not anybody in the media, some people in the media are alright, some people not. It won't be a media type that will have this contact. It will be ordinary members of the public, because as we've learnt, we pay attention. Our politicians are corrupt as fuck. Our MPs are corrupt as fuck. Really, they are corrupt as fuck. They're not, and like they've said as well, the parasites, creature beasts around me. Our local Prime Minister's got an entity attachments, and that makes it okay. So our latest Prime Minister in the UK, they've literally outed him as having an entity attachment. Thank fucking God. Previously I've done that, and my family confirms with the previously unelected MPs. But when the creature beasts say, and that's their justification with having demons attached, entity attached to them, because people in positions of power have got entity attachments, got demons attached. It's okay. This is how thick these creatures are around me. This is what they use to headbutt me, and this is why I've not broken. Because I'm thinking, you divvy cunts. Seriously, you give up your soul. You've literally given up your soul, so a demon, an insectoid, could use you as food. And all because the Prime Minister's got an entity attachment. The housing manager's got an entity attachment. The police have got entity attachments. People involved in this got entity attachments. This is how thick they are. Like I say, people who targeted me, and if you are being targeted, I'm going to show you what they look like another time. A collage of creature beast. And you will see for yourself life's pathetics, life's dregs. But you're going to have teachers involved in this. You're going to have MPs involved in this. And they would have been employed in their position because they've got their psychological profile would show that there's a leaning towards sadomasochistic beliefs or actions. Okay, you can say narcissist. I'm not going to say narcissist. Everybody says fucking narcissist, but there's going to be the psychological profile will say something like that. Like the police officers who raped and murdered that woman. He was a guns expert. He would have had psychological assessments to do his job on a regular basis, and they let him through to carry on doing his job and for him to rape and murder that woman. And he would have had regular psychological assessments. They have to. And their bosses would know about his mates calling him rapey and done nothing about it. And this is after I've said about Westminster Police being involved, after Simon Foster, sick little fuck, after Chief Inspector Joe Mahomday, who's been involved from the very beginning. This is me saying for years and years and years, Westminster Police, blah, 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 working with sex offenders, working with child molesters, working with rapists. Because they're all in this one club and it absolves them. And they will recruit, like the housing managers will recruit people that in their psychological profile are easy to manipulate or show signs of being sadist. Is that so, family? So before, I'm going now. So before I go, this is the only one. This is the only time I think where I've posted. And it's going to be a day late from the natural time I've posted it. Okay, it's about an hour long. But the creature beast didn't put the flashy lights on. I think I would have just gone on to it. Is there a creator? Is there a God? Are the creature beasts disgusting entities that are not linked to the creator? That's the questions I would have put. And the law of what we are in, the universe, the earth, the energies that are coming in, the energies that are coming in are linked to your heart, are linked to the creator, and not linked to child abuse, hate and violence. But they will fight you. I'm just going to put it out there. They're not soft. What we've been told in history from various religious texts is completely different from what my contact has been. Okay? They like the fact that I kept saying for 2 years solidly, you're going to smite the beast, you're going to smite the beast. They like the fact that I fought back and kept on. Even though they don't like me swearing, they like the fact that I call them creature beasts. I've got a name for them. Isn't that right, family? They like the fact that I hate them to the core of my being. I can hate them 1 minute and I just get over it, you know what I mean, whatever they do. But my natural self, in my heart, I can literally feel love. I can literally buzzing with love. You've got to strike a balance. You don't want to let these people destroy you or destroy how you live your life or how you feel. It's because, like I said previously, they will target your heart. Okay, so I'm going now. Oh, the lights have gone off again in that building. Are you being robbed? I'm seeing any suspicious vehicles around there. There's a creature beast at a lamppost, but I don't know what I've been doing. Is that a creature beast? Oh. Yeah, there's loads of them about, but it's becoming quite cloudy. So for now, folks, thank you, family. Okay, folks, sorry for the ramble, sweary ramble. Next time, bye.